Have you ever wondered if your morning drink could be quietly hurting your brain? If you're over 60, this might surprise you, but what you sip first thing in the morning could be silently increasing your risk of stroke. No warning signs, no pain. Just one day you feel fine, and the next you can't lift your arm or form a sentence. And it's not just about blood pressure or family history. It's about a habit that feels completely normal, maybe even healthy. You see, some popular morning drinks can thicken your blood, raise your blood pressure, and reduce oxygen flow to your brain, all before you've even finished your first cup. And for older adults, especially after a night of dehydration, this creates a perfect storm for a stroke. The scariest part? Most people have no idea. That's why today's video could make a real difference for you or someone you love. We're going to walk through 5 common morning drinks, some you should absolutely avoid, and some that may actually protect your heart and brain. You'll also learn the #1 mistake many seniors make every morning, often without even realizing it. So before your next sip tomorrow, take just a few minutes with me today. It might just be the smartest decision you make all week. If this topic speaks to you, let me know in the comments. What's your usual morning drink? And don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more senior health tips right here on Health 365. Now let's dive into the countdown and find out which drinks to embrace and which ones to leave behind. Let us talk honestly for a moment. On a warm morning, nothing feels more comforting than a cold glass of iced coffee. Maybe it is part of your daily routine. Maybe it is what helps you feel awake and ready to start the day. But here is something many older adults never hear from their doctors. That sweet iced coffee you enjoy each morning might be doing more harm than good, especially if you're over 60. Most store-bought or coffee shop iced coffees are filled with flavored syrups, sugary creamers, or artificial sweeteners. And while these may taste good or feel harmless, they can trigger a dangerous chain reaction inside your body. Studies have shown that when sugar and caffeine are consumed together first thing in the morning, they can rapidly spike your blood sugar and constrict your blood vessels. This thickens your blood, raises your blood pressure, and forces your heart to work harder, all within the first hour of your day. Now imagine that happening to your body every single morning, day after day. Over time, these sudden spikes can damage your blood vessels and increase your risk of forming blood clots. And for those of us over 60, our arteries are already more sensitive. Add in the fact that many creamers hide extra sodium, and you have even more pressure being placed on your heart. You may be thinking, I only drink 1 cup a day. But when it comes to stroke risk, even small daily habits matter. 1 sugary iced coffee is enough to create inflammation and narrow your arteries, especially when your body is still waking up and dehydrated from sleep. So, what can you do instead? A better option is to make your own cold brew at home using black coffee or an unsweetened blend. Add a splash of almond milk or oat milk if you like it creamy, but skip the sugar and flavored syrups. It may not taste as exciting at first, but your brain and blood vessels will thank you. Remember, after 60, the goal is not just to stay awake, it is to protect your circulation and reduce inflammation so that your brain receives enough oxygen each morning. Sweetened iced coffee does the exact opposite. You do not have to give up your coffee. You just have to outsmart it. Now let us look at another drink that may seem healthy on the surface, but can cause a sudden sugar surge that puts pressure on your heart and brain, especially when consumed first thing in the morning. I am talking about fruit juice in bottles or cartons, orange juice, apple juice, grape juice. They are all popular choices, especially for older adults who believe they are doing something good for their bodies. After all, juice comes from fruit, right? So how could it possibly be harmful? Here is the truth. Most packaged juices, even the ones labeled as 100% juice, are processed in a way that removes the fiber and concentrates the sugar. What you are left with is a drink that behaves more like soda than real fruit. And when you drink it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, it causes a quick and sharp spike in your blood sugar. That sudden sugar surge may give you a little energy at first, but it also puts a lot of stress on your blood vessels. Your blood pressure rises, your arteries tighten, and your heart is forced to work harder. Over time, this daily pressure makes your blood vessels less flexible, more inflamed, and more prone to rupture or blockage. And here is the problem. Without fiber, your body absorbs the sugar too quickly. Whole fruits like oranges and apples are full of fiber, which slows the absorption of sugar and supports healthy digestion. But juice, especially bottled juice, removes this natural balance. What you get is a flood of sugar hitting your system all at once, causing your insulin to spike and your blood vessels to suffer the consequences. Many seniors drink juice every morning thinking they are getting their vitamins. And yes, some juices do contain vitamin C or antioxidants. But the cost of that vitamin boost may be too high if it comes with 20 to 30 grams of sugar per glass. It is like trying to water your garden with a fire hose. Too much, too fast, and with lasting damage. So, what can you do instead? If you enjoy a fruity start to your morning, try blending whole fruits with water or unsweetened almond milk. Add chia seeds for fiber, or even a handful of spinach for extra nutrients. Better yet, eat the fruit whole. Chewing helps your body release sugar more slowly and gives your brain a more stable stream of energy. You can still enjoy fruit. You just need to enjoy it in a way that works with your body, not against it. Let me know in the comments. Have you been drinking bottled juice in the mornings? If so, are you willing to try switching to whole fruit instead? In the next part, we will look at something that seems even safer because it has zero sugar. But the hidden chemicals in these drinks might actually be worse for your brain and heart than sugar itself. Now here is something that surprises a lot of people. Many older adults, maybe even you, have made the switch to diet sodas or sugar-free drinks thinking they are making a smarter choice. No sugar, no calories. So it must be better for your heart and your weight, right? But the truth is more complicated and far more concerning. The sweeteners used in diet sodas, like aspartame, sucralose, and others, are not as harmless as they seem. These artificial ingredients are designed to trick your taste buds, but your body is not so easily fooled. When you drink something sweet, your body prepares for sugar. Even if real sugar never arrives, your brain and metabolism still react as if it did. That confusion can lead to higher insulin levels, increased cravings, and a disruption in how your blood vessels function. In fact, recent studies have shown that older adults who drink diet sodas daily have a significantly higher risk of stroke and memory decline. That is right, not regular sodas, but diet ones. These drinks have been linked to changes in blood pressure, blood clotting, and even irregular heart rhythms like atrial fibrillation. And that is not all. Diet sodas are also dehydrating. They may feel refreshing, especially with all that fizz, but they actually cause your body to lose water. And dehydration is dangerous for seniors. When you are low on fluids, your blood becomes thicker, making it harder for your heart to pump and increasing your risk of clots, one of the biggest causes of stroke. The worst part is that these drinks are everywhere. They are marketed as healthy, modern, smart. But they are not made for aging bodies. Your brain, your heart, and your circulation are far more sensitive now. And what may not affect a younger person could quietly harm you over time. So, what is the better option? If you enjoy bubbly drinks, try sparkling water with a slice of lemon or a splash of cranberry juice. You still get that refreshing fizz without the chemicals or the hidden risks. You can even add cucumber or mint for a little flavor without sugar or fake sweeteners. And if you have been drinking diet sodas daily, do not panic. Just consider cutting back slowly. Replace one can at a time with water or herbal tea. Your body will adjust, and you may even notice more energy and clearer thinking within days. Let me know in the comments. Have you ever had a habit of drinking diet soda every day? What helped you cut back? In the next part, we're going to talk about drinks that are heavily marketed as energizing and hydrating. But for people over 60, they can be one of the most dangerous things to put in your body first thing in the morning. Another category of drinks that seem modern and helpful: energy drinks and sports drinks. They promise to keep you energized, focused, and hydrated. You might see commercials of young athletes chugging them before a workout, or students using them to stay awake. But here is the thing: these drinks were never designed for seniors. In fact, for people over 60, they can be downright dangerous. Many energy drinks are loaded with high doses of caffeine, sugar, and powerful stimulants like guarana or taurine. These ingredients speed up your heart rate, raise your blood pressure, and can trigger arrhythmias, or irregular heartbeats. Even a single can push your heart into overdrive, especially if your body is still waking up or already mildly dehydrated. Now, let us be honest. Most people in their 60s and 70s are not drinking these to run marathons. Sometimes, it is just to feel a bit more awake in the morning. But for older adults, that short burst of energy can come at the cost of serious stress on your heart and blood vessels. And when blood vessels are stressed, the risk of clots and stroke rises sharply. What about sports drinks? They may have less caffeine, but they are often packed with added sugars, food dyes, and sodium. These ingredients can create a false sense of hydration. Yes, they might replenish some electrolytes, but they also increase your fluid retention and may even raise blood pressure over time. That is not what your brain or heart needs first thing in the morning. It is important to remember that the older body handles stimulation differently. What once gave you a little pick-me-up in your 30s might now leave you jittery, dizzy, or suddenly lightheaded. Your brain depends on steady, even blood flow. Energy drinks create spikes and crashes, and the crashes are harder to recover from as we age. So, what can you do instead? If you feel sluggish in the morning, try warm lemon water with a small pinch of Himalayan salt. This gentle mix helps support your adrenal system and provides light electrolytes without overwhelming your circulation. You can also enjoy herbal teas like ginger or mint to stimulate energy naturally and safely. You do not need extreme energy to start your day. You need stability, calm blood flow, and clear thinking. And no energy drink can give you that without a cost. Have you ever tried one of these drinks in the past? Did you feel better or worse afterward? I would love to hear your experience in the comments. Coming up next, we are going to talk about the single most important morning habit of all. It is not about what you drink, but what you forget to drink. And this one silent mistake might be the biggest risk factor for stroke in older adults. It is something many seniors do without even realizing it. In fact, it often happens before they even drink their morning coffee or tea. I am talking about skipping water in the morning. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body wakes up naturally dehydrated. You have not had anything to drink all night, and your body has been working quietly to regulate your temperature, your breathing, your digestion, even while you rest. So by the time you open your eyes in the morning, your blood is thicker, your brain cells are dry, and your heart has to work harder just to keep everything moving. Now imagine starting your day with coffee, tea, or juice. without giving your body a single sip of water first. It is like trying to run a car without oil. The engine might start, but something will wear out quickly. And in your body, that wear and tear shows up in the form of increased blood pressure, reduced oxygen to the brain, and a higher risk of clot formation. One study found that not drinking water in the morning can triple the risk of stroke, especially in older adults. Why? Because dehydration thickens your blood and slows down circulation. And when blood moves too slowly or becomes too thick, clots can form, blocking the oxygen your brain needs to stay sharp and healthy. Many people over 60 do not feel thirsty in the morning. That is completely normal. As we age, our natural thirst signals become weaker. But just because you do not feel thirsty does not mean your body does not need water. In fact, your body needs it more than ever. So what is the solution? Start your day with 1 full glass of room temperature water. No ice, no lemon, no fancy ingredients, just plain, clean water. Drink it slowly and let your body rehydrate gently. This small habit helps wake up your circulation, soften your blood vessels, and deliver fresh oxygen to your brain and muscles. You do not have to give up your morning coffee or tea, but have your water first. It is a simple habit that takes less than a minute and could save your life. If you already drink water first thing in the morning, that is wonderful. Share that tip in the comments to help others. And if you're not used to it yet, try adding this habit starting tomorrow. Put a glass by your bed tonight as a reminder. Your heart, your brain, and your entire body will thank you for it. In just a moment, we will wrap everything up with a few final thoughts. But remember, your next sip each morning is more powerful than you think. Let us go over the key takeaways and what you can do starting tomorrow to protect your brain, your heart, and your future. So here is the truth. After 60, your body becomes more sensitive to what you drink each morning. 1 glass of sugary iced coffee, 1 bottle of fruit juice, or even skipping water might not seem like much. But over time, these habits can quietly raise your risk of stroke. The good news is, you have control. Just one small change tomorrow morning, like drinking water first, or swapping diet soda for sparkling water,